Hello and welcome back to the Travelers Championship. We're picking up action on the 8th hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This will be a good bogey.
They're nicely holed. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich, but recently players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Coming off a streak of 5 bogeys. Well, Rich, that's a shot they'd like to have back again for sure.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And he needs this to save par. This looks good. For the par. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go, some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Going with the 7. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. This is a par putt.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
choosing the 9-iron here. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And that's now 5 over for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Rich, the 12th, a par 4 measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother. So try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Hey, Rich, this second shot into 13, fraught with danger?
It'll get your attention in a hurry, Luke. There's water fronting this green and a severe slope, kind of a false front, which will feed the golf ball back in the water if they don't hit it deep enough into the green with their second shots. Anything missed long and right will be a delicate pitch shot as well.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. You like that, didn't you? This putt is of 9 feet.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Well, that'll play. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Nicely done. It's always important to club down when playing from an elevated position. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A quality shot, that. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh. That'll sting a bit. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. This one started out on a good line. Sitting at a couple over for the event. Well, Rich, as we approach the closing holes here at TPC River Highlands, there are some significant shots to hit, and here at 15, it's certainly one of them.
The tee shot is most definitely an important shot. If you hit a little bit too far left, water scary close to the left-hand side. Out to the right is no good. Length isn't nearly as important as how straight you can drive it.
All in all, a very exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
Sadly, this one will make a splash. And here we are with the third shot. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Oh, well done. Here's their 6th shot. And here's their 7th shot. Steady on. 9 feet to the cup. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And down she goes. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The final par 3 at TPC River Highlands certainly brings a lot of elements into play.
Multiple tiers on this green. If you find the right tier, you have a good birdie opportunity. But if you hit a wayward shot, both right, left, long, or let's face it, short, you're in a bad spot.
Going with the 6-iron here. Oh, well played. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par on this one. Sitting at 6 over for the event. Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes of TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Tried to draw that one in there, Luke, just missed the mark.
Oh, that's a bonus. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot. Find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
This putt for a final score of 75.
Surely it's going to.
Ah, bugger, a bogey. And that will conclude his tournament to date.
And wow, what a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. Well done, Henny Koyak. Thanks for joining us on course today.
Luke, thank you so much. I'm not sure anyone enjoyed watching these incredible rivalries out on the course more than me. A pleasure, as always, to tread the fairways.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Rich, how do you see this one shaking out?
Well, in their last encounter, Bubba took them to town, so I think this player we're following has a chip on their shoulder and has something to prove this week.
No, you can't out-Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though.
That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Second shot here on the first. Quality shot, that one. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Good looking putt. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Okay, as we move along, it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
What a drive. Look at that.
The second hole of TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Opting for the 3-wood. Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already, because that one's beached. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. What an opportunity to make a birdie. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Opting for the 6-iron. That's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
He'll be glad to be putting now. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Hey, that's a chance. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
And following that effort, this player currently sits in second, behind Lexi Thompson.
Put a little buttercup fade on that one. Handy effort, that one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That's just inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, so close. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 4 feet to the cup. Nicely holed. And for par. And that finds him in a share of second. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the 5th is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the 5th.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
It's a little wayward.
He could have used Bob Ross there for a caddy because he couldn't draw anything.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament.
Time to face a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
That's a good-looking shot there. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Just a couple back from our leader. Opting for the 9-iron. Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Great touch.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
That gets the job done.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Going with the 5-wood.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
Not the result they were after there.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down?
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And this one is for his par. Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
He's currently tied for 8th. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Playing from around 150 yards here.
Just 3 strokes back. He's found the surface. Good chance here. This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Don't be shy.
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Sitting at 2 under par, currently in 4th position.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed. This is, oh yeah.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season.
That's not the one he wanted.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 back from the leader. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 4th place.
Very crafty, that shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot.
Beautiful swing there.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
Is tracking.
Oh, what a super shot. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
This hole is a par 3.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Tried to fade it, just didn't make it happen.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par. Rolling end to end. This looking nice.
Well, that's a clutch par.
He currently shares 4th position. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Setting up miles from the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
that one was going in. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
This is what they have left for par.
This one's looking good.
Good putt, that. Just 2 shots back after that hole. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle too.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway, or is it headed towards the rough? Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Looks like you're going to need more bunker practice. Sitting at 3 under par. Tied for 4th. And here we are with their 4th. Only 2 shots off the pace. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Putting now for a bogey. Don't mind the look of this. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. The finish at TPC, dear runners, full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Reg. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
That's really not what they were looking for.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
unable to find the green on this one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Just didn't drop. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey. These are on rails, looking good.
He's currently tied for 15th. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green, to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. Let's try and make this one. Only drop the one shot.
On a nice line.
That's a good bogey in the end. And that'll drop him down to even par now. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, after a successful drive at the 17th at TPC Deer Run, the players are faced with a question. Rich, lay up or go for it?
Second shot straight back up the hill. Most players will bail just a little bit left as the green tends to run away quite a bit down the slope on the right-hand side. This is a great opportunity and possibly the final birdie opportunity on this golf course.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
How close was that to going down? Nice recovery there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, what a stroke. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. miss the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Sitting at -1. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
A putt for a place in the top 10.
That was a gallant attempt. Chance to shoot under par here. Make this for 70. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day.
Well, Henny, we saw some extraordinary shot making out on the course here today. We saw some phenomenal play when it mattered most. A win over Bubba Watson, you'd put that in your kit bag and take it.
Absolutely you would. As we mentioned off the top, Luke, this player was gunning for the fearless Bubba Watson, and they proceeded to beat him. It was a great performance to watch this week, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this player's career goes from here.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I've been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Well, what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich?
Green sits slightly above the players. There's bunkers dotting the front left and one just front right. If they do throw it to the left and long, it will come down a pretty good sized slope back onto the center of the green.
Good shot there, Beamer. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And this putt coming up for his par. And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it?
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
Opting for the 5-iron. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And a par putt awaits him.
This is a good chance. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Wonderfully played. Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, I had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Currently 1 under for the day. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
From around 120 yards here, 3 shots off the lead.
Choosing the 9-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. Only a few shots off the pace. It was on a good line. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's got this for his par.
Better than most.
Yeah, we'll take that.
This player is putting for fun.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The fifth hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
Nicely done.
on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Second shot here on the 6th. Didn't that look good for a long time? That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This putt for par here. That gets the job done.
Is currently tied for 4th. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
3 wins already this season. A couple under at this stage, currently in 4th position. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Time for the second shot at the 8th. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Just 2 shots behind.
Steady now. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. Currently a couple under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
Opting for the 5-wood. Is that what they had in mind?
Yeah, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
Ooh, that almost went down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. It's got a chance. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As we begin the second 9, Rich, the back 9 starts with a par 5.
And a par 5 that players should be looking to take advantage of. Just tee it up and hit it as hard as you can. Fairway is wide open. Does camber from right to left, so don't get too frisky down that left-hand side.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Sitting at 2 under par in a share of 7th. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Like the look of this one. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
This shot from around 210 yards.
He's 2 shots back.
Going with the hybrid. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Putting for a par now.
Ooh, nice line. Currently at 3 under for the day. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, ooh, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
And that might be one club too many. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is downhill. Can't be too bold. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Another beautiful hole, Rich. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck, Will Zalatoris, with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff. It's looking solid.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently tied for second. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
That's inside the range. Step aside, everyone else. Now number one. Leading by a shot after that hole.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, a little off the target with that one.
No, they tried to fade that one in there, but got a little steep on it.
Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. This shot coming from around 220 yards.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
That's all class.
That was sensational, Luke.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
All right, Rich, the 17th.
This is an amphitheater-style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
Come on, get down. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. That wasn't your best effort, was it? This putt was about 8 feet.
Nice little par putt here.
Nice line. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. He sits in first position. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Going with the 7. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. Oh, I like the look of this. That's disappointing. And now we have an opportunity to close out the Genesis Scottish Open. And this historic tournament has yet another champion. Congratulations to our Genesis Scottish Open winner.
And what a victory it was around this Renaissance Club here in Scotland. An impressive victory by this player.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.